Hey everybody, good morning. John Cassani here, Calusa Waterkeeper. Here today in eastern Cape Coral at the Coral Point Canal. This is one of the tidal canals that comes into the Cape from the east. And we want to talk a little bit about the 4 Mile Cove issue that's been in the news a lot lately. And to introduce you to that issue, I have with me today our Calusa Waterkeeper Ranger, Jason Pym. Jason, come on in and tell us a little bit about this issue here that we've experienced with the 4 Mile Cove issue related to water quality and some of the other things going on here.
Yep, thanks John. My name's Jason Pym and I've been a waterkeeper volunteer for going on 3 years, I think. I live on a saltwater canal in Cape Coral, so that's kind of where my focus is a lot of the time. And in this case, we had a lot of residents kind of sounding the alarm in July and August, and come to find out the city illegally cleared shoreline along here in the hopes of improving navigation and removing invasive species, but they didn't have the proper permits, didn't go about it in the right way, so it's an obvious kind of stormwater drainage issue there. After a week or two of complaints, DEP came out, stopped work. They've cited the city for, I think, 4 violations, and it's a good example of how just some neighborhood, people in the neighborhood were paying attention, engaged officials in the right way when they saw something that they thought wasn't being done correctly.
Well, thanks a lot, Jason. We really appreciate that. And we're kind of using this issue as an example of where residents, were attentive to these unpermitted activities that were occurring. And we want to encourage other residents and communities to do the same thing. So if you see something like this that's affecting water quality or aquatic wildlife, feel free to contact me. You can contact me through the website. So. Yep. Jason, thanks. Really appreciate the update on that and your leadership on this issue.
Thanks for what you're doing.
Very much appreciated. Not too much on the events coming up here in the near future, but on condition issues. Still have a large bloom on Lake Okeechobee. This is a microcystis bloom, and toxin levels about a week ago were in that 20 to 190 microgram per liter range. That's well above the 8 microgram per liter one-day recreational threshold limit for microcystis. So if you're a fisherman, if you're on the lake or a near-shore community, be aware of that and try to use whatever precautions you can to avoid aerosolized particles from the lake, or if you're out fishing, just be aware of that. Try not to contact the water, particularly if you're in the south or southeast part of the lake. On red tide, the good news is we're still only seeing background to low levels, Sarasota off of Boca Grande Pass. So keep an eye on that issue for you and let you know how that develops through time. A lot of dark water we're seeing coming out of the mouth of the river. A lot of coastal residents are seeing a change in water transparency and water color. That's due largely to these significant basin runoff discharge events. Not the lake, but the basin runoff. We're hoping the lake discharge won't start for a while yet. Also, with all the rainfall we've been getting, fecal indicator bacteria is going to be a problem in a lot of creeks and streams in the county. So please be aware of that and use precautions. Obviously, don't swim in them. You can get some of that information on our website. So we appreciate your being aware of that and take some caution. So that's pretty much for this time. Thanks for tuning in. Again, any fishing reports or information you might have on water quality conditions, you can contact me through our website at info Calusa Waterkeeper. Thanks again for tuning in.